If you've been watching this channel, then you know that it's been all doom and gloom when we talk about the Toronto Blue Jays. I mean, understandably so, but today, I'm gonna switch it up a bit. In honor of this being the final series that the Blue Jays play this year, I'm gonna give you my top 5 Toronto Blue Jay players of the 2024 season. I encourage you guys to guess along with me as we go through this video, and also let me know who your top 5 Toronto Blue Jay players are in the comments down below. Before we get started though, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Blue Jays Today if you enjoy Blue Jays news and content. Number 5, Bowden Francis. I was debating on whether or not to put Bowden Francis on this top 5 list to begin with, just because of the amount of playing time that he's had this season. But Bowden Francis has created so many special moments this year, including his 2 no-hit bids into the 9th inning, breaking the MLB record for lowest whip by a starter in a 6-start span at 0.4, and he ended off the year with some pretty nice stats too. In 103 2/3 innings pitched, he had an ERA of 3.30 and a whip of 0.93. It's crazy to think about Bowden Francis' struggles in the early part of the year and how he's able to turn his entire season around in just the second half of the season. And let's be honest, this team would be in a lot worse shape going into next year if Bowden Francis hadn't been breaking out. Bowden Francis has definitely earned his spot in my top 5 Blue Jays of the year, and he's definitely earned his spot in the rotation in 2025. Number 4, Ernie Clement. I'll be honest, I had little to no expectations for Ernie Clement going into this season. He was signed to the Blue Jays this season for basically league minimum at $757,000. And he just made the Blue Jays roster out of spring training, being the 25th or 26th man on this team. And man, oh man, did Ernie Clement ever exceed my expectations. Ernie Clement was able to spark this lineup in more ways than one. Even though his OPS plus is below average at 95, he batted for .265 and had a whopping strikeout rate of 9.1%. That puts him into the 100th percentile in MLB in strikeout rate. Ernie Clement fought for every single at-bat, taking advantage of every opportunity he was given this year, and as well, he paired that with some pretty good defense too, at the 84th percentile in fielding run value. Clement was absolutely the perfect plug-and-play guy for the Jays this season. Number 3 is Dalton Varsho. We all know about the amazing defense that Varsho had this year, but would you be shocked if I told you that it actually got better than last season? In 2023, he had 11 outs above average, but in 2024, that number jumped to 16. That puts him in the 100th percentile in fielding run value. Now, does Dalton Varsho's bat frustrate me from time to time? Absolutely. However, this season, I do gotta shine some love on Dalton Varsho's ability to come up in the clutch. In high leverage situations, he batted .310 with an OPS of 1,098. When the game was on the line, hey, Dalton Varsho, he came up clutch more than not. Number 2 on this list is Jose Barrios. Jose Barrios has sneakily been doing his thing all season long and is quietly putting up his best season of his career. He put up an ERA of 3.38, that is a career best, and a whip of 1.12, which is second best in his career. And the way he's doing it is very weird. Last year, the lefties were dominating him and he was getting the righties out. This year, it's flipped. He's having some tough time getting the righties out, but he's dominating the lefties. Regardless of how he's doing it, he's got the best WAR amongst the Blue Jays pitchers this year, and it feels right because when he takes the mound, the Blue Jays win 70% of the games that he starts. I can safely say this, Jose Barrios has been the Blue Jays ace this season, and I can't wait for another season of Jose Barrios in 2025. And before we get to the number 1 spot, I've got some honorable mentions for you. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He was leading the Blue Jays in WAR before getting traded to the Pirates and is still ranked 4th amongst the team to this day. Alejandro Kirk. He's quietly becoming one of the best defensive catchers in baseball, posting a 96th percentile in fielding run value. And Spencer Horwitz. This one was definitely the hardest for me to leave off the top 5 list, as he is absolutely one of my favorite players this season, and honestly would probably be up there for Rookie of the Year if he'd played the entire season. Time for a quick shout out to Betway. Betway is the best place to make all of your sports bets on all of your favorite teams. Betway is in collaboration with iGaming Ontario, so you must be 19 years or older to participate. You can also scan the QR code to make your account today, and guys, please bet responsibly. Now, back to the content. And finally, number 1 on this list, you probably guessed it, it's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. What else is there to say, really? Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has returned to his 2021 MVP2 glory, and I'm so happy that he's done it. He posted a career high in hits, and as of recording this video, he's only 3 hits away from hitting the magical 200 mark. He has the second highest batting average in the MLB, and for his career, he has posted the highest OPS plus at 168. For Vladdy, it was simple. Once he found his timing, he was able to destroy every single pitch that was given to him, which has caused him to have such a great season. Without a doubt, this season would be horrific to watch if they didn't have Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and for all of our sakes, please, for the love of God, front office, sign Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to an extension. I'm honestly tired of asking at this point. But you guys let me know in the comments down below, what is your top 5 Blue Jays list of the year, and is there anybody I didn't mention that should be on this list? Thank you so much for watching, and as always guys, go Jays go!